Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joe McCall here with Gavin Timms.
How we doing?
I'm excited about this. I'm excited about Offer Challenge. Guys, Gavin and I wanted to do a quick podcast / video here talking about our new Offer Challenge. And I'm excited because we just got done with a 5 leads in 5 days challenge. And the results were crazy awesome. We gave away over $1,000 in prizes. And we were just so excited because the results that we're seeing from students who have gone from sitting on the sidelines, afraid to take any action, to maybe sending out their first letter, sending out their first text, their first message, their first voicemail, their first letter, whatever, and are starting to get leads. Like we had some guys that were getting, the challenge was 5 leads, right? We're getting some people that were getting 10, 15 leads doing the marketing that we were teaching them. And we've done that 5 leads in 5 days challenge, Gavin, for I don't know, 5, 6 times now. What were some of the highlights for you?
Yeah, I always like when they start doing it when they're all uncomfortable and they just start taking action and no one wants to do it and we're like, just do it. And then they get leads coming in and then they're saying, well, what do I do now? I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm like, that's awesome because that's taking action. That's what it's all about. As you're figuring out as you go, right? And that's when you can jump on YouTube or watch a video, watch one of our training videos, right? That's when you can do it when you're in the position to learn that next step. I think there's so many people when it comes to education that love to just dive in and watch all the modules and need to know everything. In real estate, you're never ever going to know everything because you never know what situation is going to come at you. And that's why you can only prepare for what you can control. And I think you control one thing at a time. And that's kind of my favorite thing is getting people out of their comfort zone, not into a panic state. I'm not some crazy person, but you know what I mean? Like watching them get uncomfortable and kind of make it happen. So that's what I take from it. And something we're going to be offering and talking about today is going to lead in to say, well, is a week enough? No, it isn't, but it's a start. And, but we'll talk about what we got to talk about coming up.
We are averaging, I'm looking at the numbers right now. We're averaging about 4.2 leads. Let me make sure I'm looking at this here because this survey we did, everybody who did a survey, not everybody did the challenge, but on those that did, we got an average of about 4.5 leads per student.
Yeah.
I love it.
And they're the ones that put in, right?
Yeah.
Obviously filled that out. So, which I'd take all day. That's a massive win.
And here's the cool thing about this, like, and I'm looking at the comments here in the survey, like we asked everybody, what would you do differently? And everybody said nothing. This is perfect the way it is. Do it longer, more days. We had a few people that said, do maybe some more role playing, like practice talking to sellers, teach us about finding buyers and all of that. So yeah, there's some things that they would also want to learn, but guys, it was real simple. I mean, the things we told them to do in this challenge was send some letters, send some text messages, Facebook messages, and emails, I think is what it was. And the people that did it, and each day it was only 10, 15 minutes worth of work.
Yeah, it was 10 things a day, like 10 messages, 10 emails. Right. To get 4.5 leads. So if you go, maths, I'm not the best, but if you double that, what's going to happen? You triple that, what's going to happen?
Well, and then what if you got a virtual assistant to do it for you, right? Or you set aside every morning, or how about every evening while you're watching the stupid Bachelor, whatever the show is now, you're writing the letters yourself. You shouldn't be watching that stupid show anyway. Just get a pen, get a paper. I always have one right here in front of me and start writing letters. There's no excuse. All right. So now, guys, that you have the leads, what do you do with them? You need to make offers. And this, Gavin, can be so intimidating to some people, and it's actually not that crazy. You can make offers really quickly and easily. And we are starting a brand new 30-day offer challenge. We're going to be teaching you now that you got leads. And even if you weren't part of that 5 leads in 5 days challenge, okay? In fact, anybody who signs up for an offer challenge will give you access. If you send a ticket to support, we'll give you access to the 5 leads in 5 days challenge videos. Okay, not a problem. You can have that. But now that you got leads, how do you make offers? So we're going to teach you in this new offer challenge what to say to sellers when they say, yeah, because that was the number one question we got in this 5 leads challenge. Like, all right, what do I do now? I got somebody who wants to sell. So what do you say to them? And how do you make the offer? It's really easy. It's not that hard. And so what we're doing, starting in a week from now, as we're recording this, starting next week, if you go to offerchallenge.net, all the details are there, offerchallenge.net. But what we're going to do, Gavin, is for the first week, we're going to be giving everybody a new video every morning. It's about 30 minutes to 45 minutes long.
Yep.
Teaching them, all right, how do you talk to sellers and how do you make the offers? That's it. And we're not going to be teaching you how to do a deal from beginning to end. All right. We have stuff on that. You don't need that right now. Most of you already know what you need to do. You just need to start doing it. So we wanted to create an accountability challenge. So now you can go out and start just making offers. We don't want you worried about steps 7 and 8 because we'll partner with you on your deals if you want. We just want you focused on steps 1 and 2. You got leads, talk to the sellers and make offers. That's it. Make offers. And when we teach you how to make a cash offer, super easy. Takes a couple minutes, 5 minutes max. A lease option offer, couple minutes, 5 minutes max. Okay. So just make offers. And if you get a seller that says yes, guess what? We've got your back for 30 days. We're going to help you and support you. We have a private Facebook group. We're doing weekly coaching calls. We're going to give you a scorecard where you can submit your numbers every week. And so our goal is to get you to make 3 offers a day.
Yeah.
That's it. 3 offers a day. And you could do that in maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes. We're not talking about like driving for dollars for a couple hours, cold calling 300 people. We're talking about just some simple marketing. And if at the end of the day, you don't have, maybe you've only made 1 offer, well, just go to the MLS, look for a property. I did a video on that this morning. Go look for a property that needs work, call the realtor up, email the realtor, and send the realtor an offer. It doesn't have to be even on a fancy contract, just a written offer in an email. Like, hey, would your client accept something in this price range? $50,000 to $60,000, and send the offer. So we're talking about, you need to call the sellers and the realtors, whatever, but send them a written offer. And if you do it, Gavin, what are we going to do?
Give it all back. All your investment's going to come right back to you.
And having this kind of a coaching accountability program must cost a lot of money, right?
Well, you think so. I mean, what is a lot these days? $50K, $30K.
What would you pay guys to learn how to do deals and start making consistent checks, $5,000, $10,000 a month, doing just 1 or 2 deals a month? Now, we can't make any income claims or promises, right? Because you may not do anything. In fact, most people who buy any real estate education don't make any money doing anything, right? And why is that? I don't know. But you need to ask yourself, are you going to be like most people? Or are you going to take the challenge and start holding yourself accountable to what really matters? Okay. The investment in this 30-day coaching accountability program, guys, is only $500. Only $500. And we're going to give you your money back if you complete the challenge. And the challenge is really simple. Make 3 offers a day. Every week, at the end of the week, you're going to submit your numbers in a scorecard. And we want to see that you've made at least 15 offers a week. 15 offers a week. So if you miss a couple of days, you got the weekend, you can catch up. But 3 offers a day, 15 offers a week. At the end of 30 days, at the end of a month, you can make 60 offers. Now, that may sound like a lot. You may be overwhelmed by that, okay? But listen, it's okay if the seller, all 30 sellers say no, or 60 sellers say no to your offer. It's totally okay, right? It's okay if they laugh at you. I know it's going to be a little embarrassing, but it's okay if they say, no, you're insane. Go to HE double hockey sticks. It doesn't matter, okay?
Absolutely.
And if you're worried about being embarrassed, then do this in a virtual market. If you live in Austin, Texas, go do this in Oklahoma City. Go do it in Des Moines, Iowa, or Minneapolis. Like, nobody knows you up there. Who cares what they say, or who cares what they think? Here's the deal. You need to be making offers, and your speed to income is directly proportional to the number of offers that you make. Your speed to income is directly proportional to the number of offers that you make. So if you want to start making money in this business, you need to start making offers. And Gavin, our best students have come from this. The guys that we're doing deals now with, we're partnering with them on deals regularly. We've got students that are now coaching some of our students who have come from this challenge, right? Talk about that. It's so exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, a lot, and this is why we're doing it as well. So why would we be doing it? Why are we doing a refund? And we're doing it for two other reasons. One is for us to do more deals because we'll partner with you, right? And also to join our coaching program to go to the next level. Okay. How do you outsource? How do you work on the business? How do you actually become a business owner, working on the business, not in the business, right? And these are now things that you need, you know, more mentorship, more guidance through a period of time, and actually seeing how our businesses work, like behind the curtains, the acquisition side, the office, who's doing what, the how do we run things, and the ways that we're set up. And that's kind of what we do when we bring our clients or our coaching clients now, or in our mentorship program that we work with, is exactly coming from this. And the thing is that we need to work with people with the right mindset, right? Because we can't achieve anything if we're not taking any action. That goes for anyone in any program, right? As Joe just said, people buy information, do nothing with it. Why? We're not sure, right? But one thing is with this is that if we're going to show up, right, then you need to show up. It's all about backing yourself. How can someone else back you if you don't back yourself, right? No one's going to do it for you. So we're talking about, and there's a number of ways, Joe, that you can kind of trick your mind to. We're on this planet, what, 80, 90 years, whatever, right? We're talking about 30 days of your life, right? To actually make a change, to get out of the 9 till 5, to actually do a deal. We're talking about 30 days of your life to just dedicate an hour, 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours a day, whatever, consistently, to make 5 or 3 offers a day, not even 5. And we could make the challenge 5 offers a week, but we also want you to get results. And we know this is a numbers game, right? We had a coaching call today, and we had one of our acquisition guys on, and he's making 50 dials a day, all right? 50 conversations, doing 250 to 300 dials a week. Now, and that's to try and run a $1 million business over a year. So if we take percentages of that, of course we can do deals. And that's what we're trying to say. We're not trying to say that 3 offers is going to, you know, be a world beater and do 10 deals a month. No, but it's a beginning. It's a start for you to build on, to say, well, what if we times it? Times the marketing, times the offers, times the follow-up. And the more we do, the more money and the more deals we will make. But we have to get the fundamentals and the foundation down. And that's what we're allowing you to do in this challenge, is to take all the noise, all your courses, and push them to one side, and let's start taking massive action. Because if we take massive action, that's what's going to get the results, right? And that's what's going to get you into the comfort zone of actually turning this and making money and getting checks.
Do you recognize this lady?
I do. Very well. Esther.
Esther is amazing. I think it was her husband just sent me this message, maybe a brother. His name was Oscar. Yeah, here it is. He sent me, Esther is a superstar, virtual deals in Birmingham from El Paso. She lives in El Paso. She's one of our students. COVID is just an excuse for most people not to take action. And look at this check. April 14th, about a month ago, $6,500. So can you do deals in this crazy market? Yes. I mean, Esther's a rock star. She's amazing. So I don't mean to take anything away from her, but if Esther can do this, so can you. And it all started, guys, with Esther just saying, I'm going to start making offers. And when we were starting to work with her, we just explained it to her, and she's like, I get it. You know, tell a little bit more about Esther, Gavin, because you were.
Yeah, she flew out to Savannah. Her and Oscar came to Savannah. She was the last people before COVID. Literally, it got down to the wire where we didn't know if they could get the flight out. That's how close to COVID when we went on lockdown. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they just got on the last flight before the next day we went into lockdown. But yeah, they came out, and we kind of just reorganized and reshuffled, you know, from the business, from what they were doing, because they were making money. Right. And like when I work with everyone, it's all right making money, but I want to know what you're putting in your pocket. Right. Goal 1 is do deals, but then you've got to be making money. You pay yourself, profit first. Right. A little hint on a book there, Profit First. Yeah. Great book. So we did that. We kind of came up with a marketing plan. We started to work the leads where she was working the cold calling herself. So we started to put VAs in place for that. So we could start to focus on the areas and efforts with pre-screen leads, right? To be able to build that. And then also we talked about for her was how do we dominate El Paso? How do we take a stance to be the lead person in El Paso so people would actually come to you to move deals? Right, because she has a community, the Hispanic community, she was helping people, the Hispanic people, get into houses on a retail level. So I was like, genius, we need to market you to say, I'll move your deals because these guys are going to pay more money to get in these houses, where wholesalers will co-wholesale with you by where they're locking up deals, bringing them to partner with you, and you should be doing 4 or 5 of them a month alone. So we started to work on this and then started to actually get it going, and trying to dominate in that market.
I love it. I'm looking at our stats again, Gavin, about 60, let's see, 12, 16, 30, 46, almost 70%, almost 75% of who did the challenge with us got leads. All right.
It's crazy.
So here's the thing. It got at least one lead. What are you going to do about it? You got to start making offers. And some of you, we get it. You're a little intimidated. You're scared. You're like, how am I going to do this? What if the seller says yes to my offer? What if it's a bad offer? How do I get back out of it? How am I going to get the money to close? How am I going to find the title company to help me double close or do an assignment? How am I going to find the buyers and all of this stuff? Because you're worried about the fear of steps 7 and 8. And you feel like maybe sometimes I got to get all my I's dotted, all my T's crossed before I can start making offers. We're going to remove that for you right now, right? We charge a lot of money for our one-on-one coaching. This is a short-term 30-day accountability challenge that we're going to be doing here for you guys. It's $500. It's $500, and we're going to hold your hand for this month. So it's going to be a private Facebook group. So there's going to be a community in there that are going to support you and help you, hold you accountable, cheer you on, say, yeah, let's do it. They're going to answer your questions. They're in the Facebook group 24/7, right? And then Gavin and I are going to be doing weekly calls. We're going to be doing 4 weekly calls during this challenge. And then if you get a deal under contract, you can send it to our office. We will look at it personally, me or Gavin. We'll get on the phone with you if it looks like a good deal, and we'll partner with you on it. Or, and I've done this many times, I've talked to the student. I said, listen, this is a good deal, but you know what? You don't need my help with this. All right. Just go do this and this and this, and you should be able to sell it. And they're like, okay, great. Other times we'll say, you know what? This is not a good deal. And that's okay. Don't worry. If you're using our contracts, you can get out of bad deals. But go back to the seller and say, can we change? We need to change the price, or I can't do this. I'm going to have to. I reviewed it with my financial partner, and they said, no, we can't do that. All right. Not a problem. And if you need money on your deals, if you need to borrow money for your deals, we have resources available for you as well inside offerchallenge.net. So don't worry. And it's not credit score based. It's asset based, which means it's the lending that we'll give you is based on the deal itself. So we don't even, we may look at credit score, depends on how it works out, but they don't lend based on your score or your income. It's based on the deal, and we will lend 100% of the deal if it's a good deal. So anyway, offerchallenge.net, you're going to get your investment of $500 back if you just make an average of 3 offers a day. 3 offers a day. That's it.
Yep. Also, as well, we are doing a bonus call this Thursday. If you're watching this in time and you get in early, we're going to do a bonus coaching call this Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I called it, Joe, and I read it when I was writing it down. I called it an early bird special, right? Now that's what we use in golf, that term called early bird. Right. So I called it an early bird special. I was like, people are probably thinking, like, what is he talking about? Anyway, it's a golf term. So if you want an early bird special, you need to get in for Thursday. We're going to be doing an early coaching call, getting ready for next week and answering all your questions, anything that you need. We're going to be live on there, ready to go.
Nice. Yeah. All right. Does anybody who's watching this live right now have any questions? My buddy, Brandon Simmons. What's up, Brandon? Is he in Maui?
Maui, yeah.
What are you doing there, man? He says, these 2 guys are awesome, and everybody needs them to listen to them. Nice. Rick, this is different. This is not like the 30-day new market challenge. And that 30-day new market challenge, you were just watching me go into a new market and get leads and make offers. This is, we're just going to be helping you make offers to sellers, hold you accountable to that. Accountability is the key to this, guys. You know, anytime you're in any kind of new program or new venture, or you're venturing out into a new business, you need someone to hold you accountable. It should either be a coach, maybe a spouse, maybe one of your kids, maybe a friend, and just focus on, all right, hold me accountable, would you? Like, don't let me be distracted with things that don't matter. Help me stay focused on the simple, basic things of talking to sellers every day and making offers. Yeah. If you really want to make money in this business, I wish there was a magic button that you could push while you're sitting in your parents' basement. Then you could just push the button and money will fall from the sky. It doesn't happen, right? And when you're just getting started, you're maybe nervous again about making an offer. But like, once you make your first offer, it's like, oh, that's not that bad. I can do this. And then you start making more offers. You start making more offers. And guess what's going to happen? After 30 days, you've made 60 offers, let's say. Let's say you don't even make the challenge. You only make 30 offers. That's a huge win, right? And then the next month, you make 35 offers. And the next month, you make 40 offers. Well, guess now what happens? You've got 130-something leads that you've made offers on that you can follow up with, because the deals come from the follow-up. We've seen it over and over in our business, in our students' business. The deals come from the follow-up. And so this is just helping you now send out the offers. So now you got sellers to follow up with. It could be a text or a letter or a phone call. Hey, I'm just following up with that offer that we sent. You know what I'm saying, Gavin?
Yeah. Also, profit is in the follow-up.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to break even. You want to get your return on investment as soon as you can. And then from there, if you do, let's say 100 leads come in, you do one deal, you make $10,000. Let's say you profit 6,000 of that. Great. But then them 100 leads should turn not just 10,000, but over 5 months should turn into 100,000 from follow-up, right? That means you're closing 1 in 100 deals to start with, but then 100 over 5 months, you're closing 1 in 20 over a 5-month period. And that you've already spent the money. The money's already spent. The leads are already in. So when you focus on the follow-up, that's how you're going to be and actually run a profitable business, not just go in the ones and twosies as they come. If you want to turn this into a business, that's what you need to do.
Yep. So this covers wholesaling and lease options. Doesn't matter. And even if you decide, guys, I've already done the challenge before, I don't want to do it again, that's fine. But listen, you got to understand this. If you're not making offers, you're not making money.
Yeah.
That's plain and simple. So if you want to do more deals, you got to make more offers. This business is super simple. It comes down to a few things. If you want money, you got to do deals. And if you want to do deals, you got to make offers. And if you want to make offers, you got to talk to sellers. And if you want to talk to sellers, you got to get leads. This business comes down to those 3 or 4 things: marketing, talking to sellers, and making offers. And included in that is the follow-up. And so that's one of the other things we're going to teach you in the offer challenge is doing the follow-up. And the cool thing about this, guys, once you learn this and once you see the videos that we're doing, guys, you can have virtual assistants make these offers for you. All right. I have a calculator, a software that your VAs can put the numbers in there and can send the offers for you. And we're still sending offers even to sellers that say no. That's the awesome thing about this. This is like makes it so brain dead simple. I'm okay with 100 no's because that means I'm one more no closer to a yes.
Yeah.
Right. That means I have 100 more sellers to follow up with, because that's where the deals come from. Right?
100%.
All right. So we're going to be teaching you how to make lease option offers, cash offers, and it's okay if they say no to the offer. It's okay if they tell you, no, I don't want to sell my rental property. All right. I'm still going to send them an offer anyway, because chances are in 30 days and 6 months, 9 months, they may want to sell that property. And they may have another property that they want to sell. But because I'm the only one who follows up with them, because I'm the only one that sends them an offer, they're going to sell their deal to me. They're going to call me. Gavin, we looked at in a 12-month period. You guys have heard me talk about this 100 times. We did like 58 deals, something like that. And of those 58 deals, how many came from follow-up?
54 came from follow-up.
Only 4 came from that first phone call with the seller.
Yeah. And that's probably even within phone call, make an offer next day, lock it up. But immediately 4 deals. Which is kind of crazy. That's the difference between making it and not. That's the difference between having a business and going back to a W-2, right? It is 50-40. And I wish it was better, Joe. I wish I was sitting here and I wish it was 70%, right? Or 50% follow-up. The reality is, you know, when you're doing outbound marketing, right, where you're doing cold calling and texting, the ratio is going to be less than if you're paying $450 per Google click for a lead to come in, right? And then you're closing 1 in 10, maybe. But it's costing you thousands and thousands of dollars. Then are you actually profitable? And they're the things that you need to work out in the marketing. But yeah, so, and we're not asking, that's a good thing actually to talk about real quick. We're not asking you to have a massive budget to do this. So don't think you need to have like thousands a month to create leads. You don't. You just need to put a bit of time in to do some marketing. We'll give you some free ways and some paid ways. And then also just time to talk to sellers and make offers. And literally, I think you could talk to 5 sellers and make 3 offers in an hour and 30 minutes, depending on how the conversation goes, right? You could do it in 30 minutes if they all say within 20 seconds, get off the phone. Obviously, it depends on conversation, how many people answer and all that, but it's nothing crazy. And it's what you should be doing to get results, period, anyway.
Yeah. It's super easy. I want you guys to go to offerchallenge.net, offerchallenge.net. And Gavin, look, we should do another podcast talking about this. And let's actually just go online and make an offer. And let's just show people how easy it is on our next video. So if you're watching this on YouTube or listening on the podcast, stay tuned. We're going to do another video maybe tomorrow talking about how simple and easy it is to make offers. You'll see it's very easy. It's not intimidating. And let's do this, Gavin. Let's go find a property on Redfin that's been listed over 30 days that needs some work. Let's make some phone calls, call some realtors up, ask them about the house, and send them an email with an offer. We'll just leave the call with like, all right, listen, we'll do some research. And how about we just email you an offer? Would that be okay? And you can write it up. And we'll just do it. We'll show people how easy it is. How's that?
Sounds great.
All right, guys, go check out offerchallenge.net, offerchallenge.net. And it's $500 again. It's not for everybody. I mean, if you hate money and you don't like to make offers ever, and you don't want to do any real estate, then this is probably not for you. But if you want to make some more money doing deals, this is for you. And I don't know anybody else doing this. This is a complete no-brainer. We're going to refund your entire investment back if you just make 3 offers a day. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Good. We appreciate you guys very much. And we will see you guys soon on the other side. Go to offerchallenge.net. Bye-bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.